Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Friday workout. We're gonna do a fun Flex Friday workout, and there's some extra credit at the end if you have energy and time for it. So let's begin with 3 minutes of cardio and then get 2 rounds through the following sequence. We're gonna do our single arm plate halos. So this is a light, but a change plate in your hand. We're going around your head and then a big arm circle like so. Just don't hit yourself in the nose with it. 8 reps on each side. Then we're gonna do 15 seconds of either a partner Superman stretch or just an overhead stretch with the PVC pipes. If you got it in your rack for your bench, you can just kind of push your head and your chest past it and pull out away from the rig like so. And if you have a partner, they can apply this tension to you when you're laying on the ground. All right, the next one is some medicine ball scoop throws. So the scoop throw means like a scooping action with your arm as opposed to a pushing action with your arm. So every time you do a rep, just think scoop, 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 okay? And that can help you out. We're gonna go from the hips, so face the wall, from the hips, scoop from the left, get 8 reps there, and then scoop from the right, 8 reps there. And the goal on those, obviously, anytime we do medicine ball throws to the wall, it is the maximum amount of noise that you can make, so explode against that ball. Last one, slam ball get-ups, right? So this is just a little more rolly exercise. If the slam ball get-up is just one of those ones that doesn't happen, it doesn't feel good for you, I want you to do just a regular candlestick, and you can do a candlestick to a bench or to the ground, but the slam ball get-up, we do our slam to the ground, hit the ball overhead, and then forward and all the way up. Okay, so slam, roll back, roll forward and up, okay? Slam ball get up. And if you wanna do that to a bench, same thing, but I wanna see you roll backward and then roll back forward. All right, and that is the warm up. All right, when we finish the warm up, you can set up your bench press. On your first round is gonna be 16 reps. So think somewhere in the 50 to 60% of your 1 rep max range. And then if you can, and you have energy for it, I'd like you to go up a little bit every round. However, there's a lot of accessory exercises, and the best you may be able to do is just stay the same, right? But try to get through all the reps of the bench press without stopping or without putting the bar back in the rack. You can stop with your arms straight or with the bar at your chest, right? But try not to put the bar back in the rack for the entire set. So definitely have spotters around and available when you're doing this workout. So we'll start off with that set of bench press, right? So that's 16 reps on the bench press. Always try to start with the bar right over your eyeballs. Begin with your arms straight. So I don't wanna jump off the rack and straight to my chest, right? I wanna start off with my arms straight, and then pull it down to my sternum. Think about like a 30 to 45 degree angle between my elbows and my body. So not way with my elbows way up high and the bar up in my throat, but elbows down lower and the bar touching my sternum, and then press back up to straight arms, right? And as I push up, there's a slight arc to the bar. So it's down a little bit lower right here and up a little bit higher right here when it's at the lockout position. When you're done, back in the rack, okay? So then after you finish your set of bench, then you're gonna work all the way through your accessory lifts. And if anybody around you needs a spot, you just take a break from your accessory stuff and go give somebody a spot, okay? First one is a 12 reps of a dumbbell chest fly. So moderate weight dumbbells and an almost straight elbow as you go down to your chest height, and then squeeze and clink the weights back together at the top, all right? Dumbbell chest fly. Then after the dumbbell chest fly, we'll do V sit-ups. So on the ground, reach up, try to touch your toes. Legs should stay mostly straight, and try to keep your heels off the ground the whole time. Next one is a plate twist, right? So take your athletic stance, push those elbows out all the way straight so you can see through the hole in that end of that, in the middle of the plate. And we're just rotating right and left 20 times on each side. And then a little rest, okay? And the rest is to get you ready for this little burst of cardio that we're gonna do at the end of each set. So the challenge is 100 reps of unbroken double unders, right? So that is, again, it's a challenge. And a lot of you will say like, haha, no way, right? That's okay. Just 100 double unders as fast as you can. If you trip 2 or 3 times, that's okay. We're just trying to get through 100 reps of double unders as quickly as possible. If you know that you can't do double unders, and then just switch for 200 singles, again, as fast as you can get through them. Try to minimize the amount of trips, but don't worry about it too much if you trip. What I don't want this to turn into is a skill limited set of jump ropes, right? I want it to be fatigue limited or heart rate limited. That is the intent. Now, you could start off with a great intent and then just start tripping all over your feet and say like, nope, I can't do it. That's okay. Switch to another cardio tool, like a bike or the rower. At the longest I want this to take is a minute, right? No more than a minute. So whatever we do, whether it's like only got through 65 jump ropes and that with a bunch of trips and it took me a minute, then still done, right? But think of either 200 singles or 100 double unders in under a minute is the intent of that. And if you just know that none of that's gonna happen, then just pick another cardio tool and that'll be totally fine, okay? After you finish, it is 4 rounds of this. If you get through, say like 2 rounds and you see where the time is at and you're like, I wanna do the extra credit and I don't think I can get all the way through, just try to get the sets of bench press in. That's our main foundational movement that we're doing today. And then go off and do the extra credit when you finish all 4 sets of bench press. That's totally fine. You can really pick and choose how much of either one of those 2 that you want to do today. Both of them will be very beneficial. You're gonna have to hustle to get all 4 rounds of the workout and do some extra credit, okay? All right, that's it for Friday. Have a great one. I'll see you guys on Saturday.